Hey there, friends! Welcome back to Christian Compass. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Bryn. Today we're diving into a powerful story from the Bible, the Tower of Babel. This story comes from Genesis 11, verses 1 through 9, and explores the dangers of pride and the consequences of trying to reach the heavens without humility. Let's go back in time to a world where everyone spoke the same language and how humanity's desire to build the tower to the heavens changed everything. So grab your coffee or tea, hit the like and subscribe button, and let's reflect on how this ancient story has a lot to say about us today. In the beginning, the world was united. People spoke one language, and because of that, they worked together with ease. They shared ideas, collaborated on projects, and saw no limits to what they could accomplish. It was a time of great unity, but also a time where pride began to take root. One day, the people of the earth decided to build a tower. Not just any tower, but one that reached to the heavens. They believed that the tower would make them famous and prevent them from being scattered across the earth. It was an ambitious project, but it was also born out of their desire for glory and self-sufficiency. They wanted to make a name for themselves instead of following God's plan for their lives. But God saw their plans, and He wasn't pleased. While unity is a great thing, their pride had blinded them to the bigger picture. God said, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them." So, to prevent them from continuing, God confused their language, causing them to no longer understand each other. Can you imagine? One moment you're collaborating, and the next you can't even understand the person standing next to you. As a result, the people stopped building the tower and scattered across the earth. The city they had started was called Babel because it's where God confused their language. And so the story reminds us that God sees the intentions behind our actions. It's a humbling reminder that when we choose our own way without considering God's will, we may find ourselves lost or divided. Now, what can we take away from the story of the Tower of Babel? First, we learn about the dangers of pride. It wasn't the building of the tower itself that was the problem, it was the motive behind it. The people wanted to make a name for themselves, forgetting that everything they had and could do came from God. Second, we learn the importance of humility and recognizing that we are not in control of everything. Just as the people thought they could build a tower that reached to the heavens, we too can sometimes think that our own plans, when done our own way, are the best. But God, in His wisdom, may redirect us when we get too focused on our own glory. Let's take a moment to reflect on these questions. You can do these in your journal or answer in the comments below if you feel comfortable doing so. Are there areas in my life where I'm focusing on my own glory rather than on God's plan for me? How can I practice humility in my everyday life? Have I ever felt divided or confused like the people at Babel? What was the root cause of that division, and how can I work towards reconciliation? So how can we implement these lessons into our daily lives? Start by checking your motives. Are you building your own tower of success, or are you seeking to glorify God in all that you do? Practice humility by serving others and remembering that your strengths and talents are gifts from God, not your own doing. And when faced with division, remember that humility and understanding will bring us together. As we learn from the Tower of Babel, it's not about the structures we build, but about the hearts we have and the relationships that we nurture. Thank you so much for reflecting on the story of the Tower of Babel with me today. May the ancient tale help guide you in your own journey of faith. Remember, it's not about what we can build on our own, but about trusting God's direction for our lives. So take a moment today to reflect on your relationship with God and your desire to glorify Him above all else. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on the story. I'd love to hear how this message is resonating with you. Until next time, keep building with humility and faith. God bless you all.